can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home. Find your way back home. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Until you find your way back home. I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let them know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show them who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Shooting stars.
Didn't even get to cross.
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. Looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even get to glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't shining like it's neon, rock like kings like Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, them amateurs have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, them amateurs have to leave. Yeah, shoot, yeah, shoot, yeah, shooting, yeah, shooting shots. Shooting stars.
Didn't even get to cross.
I said I'm moving too far, get to glance.
Hello everybody, it's going Jack. Time watching some ever so momentous between such Dota and HiVe Entropy, saying that this is part of the Emerald Cup League, Emerald Genesis, whatever you want to call it, part of the DGL tournament as a whole, ladies and gentlemen, which eventually builds us to the Masters. I believe the two top qualifiers are both Sapphire and Emerald go forward. But saying that, I'm joined by my live streaming man, Light Ray, who is sponsored by KO Tech. Enjoy whatever various lovely products they do put out, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, let's get right into the drop. We're seeing two bands outside of HiVe Entropy, Slardar and Ogre, right out of the way. Slardar sort of takes away armor, and Ogre has a ton of armor. So, well, what more can you say?
Omni-Knight.
Invoker ban, pretty interesting on the side of such Dota. Yeah, that sort of paved the way for the Omni-Knight pickup, considering the fact that Invoker's tornado can in fact purge the Guardian Angel right there on Omni-Knight. So nice little pickup there inside of HiVe Entropy, picking up on that. I guess we'll say drop mistake inside of such Dota. So nonetheless, Omni-Knight's stronger than he was pre. So I mean that's pretty great if you're Omni-Knight, pretty awful if you just banned out Invoker. Axe pickup, pretty interesting. Not really sure how to feel about that. I guess it's sort of just trying to pave the way so that Dazzle doesn't come inside of Entropy, consider an Omni-Knight Dazzle combo. You've got one heck of a team to fight into, so the Axe pickup, that makes a lot of sense. Plus, you can abuse the fact that Guardian Angel starts physical damage. If you can get people low enough, Axe can just go in and dunk as well as he does pure damage with his spins. The goal here on the side of Axe, as such though, is just to kind of throw in the Axe, make him to a bit of a lava machine, get on nice spin, so on and so forth. and then on there get them low enough where you can dunk. But that's sort of the hope, sort of the dream. We'll see how it goes. Such Dota got a pretty interesting draft as it so does go. Not really sure what the second pickup is going to be just yet. I mean, the fact that now the Dazzle's still in the pool and they have Axe, they might as well go for it. As well as it's good for the team fight because you keep one carry alive, one person alive, so on and so forth, as it does function. But the Ruby pickup, pretty good. He can grab things like Guardian Angel and whatnot, as well as it stops HiVe entry from really delving into other greedy type spell picks. So we'll see what they do make of it. No Enigma type deal. No real big spell throwers. So, I mean, it's pretty logical from there on there. Rubik, for those of you who don't know, just takes spells, he uses them, blah 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 blah. I'll pick up pretty interesting. Cuddle's really good at displacing people, plus he can sort of stop people. Axe doesn't have a ton of mana, so this mana leak that Cuddle has right here. Think of it like Bloodseeker's Rupture, except for mana. So Axe trying to run after someone can get kited, gets the mana leak, not going to have much time before he runs out of mana, not going to be able to call, not going to be able to dunk, not going to be able to throw out anything, any of his active spells. So nice pick up there, plus Keeper of the Light can displace with this nice little push, full of Blinding Light. Which pushes Axe away. I mean, say Axe is cold, not the biggest radius, tries to jump on your carrier, whatever, your core, whoever, and you push out the Blinding Light, you might be able to push them so they don't get caught in that call. So that could potentially be fight winning. If you got, say, a pushing lineup, you run like something like a Drow strat, which is still in the pool. Call can recall them to whatever point of the map he is. So, say Drow can take a top tower, you're pushing bot as Coddle brings in Drow. You get 2 tier 2s instead of 1 tier 2. It's fantastic. It's just exactly what you want. Ursa Banner, pretty interesting. Pretty logical though. Ursa combos pretty nicely with both those heroes. So I do see why they get rid of them. Same thing with Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight, a big pushing hero, pretty strong, pretty tanky, tough to deal with. And to get him out of there, not be able to push down the towers, not really dominate mid. That's a logical banner on the side of such Dota. I do like what I'm seeing. I eventually throwing out the Lifestealer. That kind of makes sense. Lifestealer can sort of abuse Omni Knight, so on and so forth. Omni Knight sort of he focuses on using Purification to get trades out. So I mean, say someone's attacking Omni Knight or any hero he heals, you're seeing a 600 HP swing. Lifestealer can negate about 300 of that HP, considering the fact that he can go into rage form, plus he can pull back HP with his spells and his passive. So that's logical why they ban on the side of HiVe entropy. The OD, kind of different story. The idea is sort of isolate one hero with either Astral Imprisonment or to burn all the mana so that you can't drop game-winning spells such as Guardian, Angel, and so on and so forth. So HiVe Entropy getting rid of that OD makes a lot of sense. Plus he deals pure damage with his first ability. So HiVe Entropy, they're just looking to avoid points of damage that their current lineup cannot negate. Abaddon pickup makes a lot of sense. Almost sort of in the regard that Omni Knight works. Abaddon's great for trading. Omni Knight's great for trading. So we'll see what they do make of it. Abaddon as well kind of stays alive in the fights because of his ultimate. So we'll see what they do make of it. The problem is he is sort of reliant on mana, especially in the early game, for that nice little shield coming up. And if Keeper of the Light drains his mana early, there's not going to be much laning phase for Abaddon. So we'll see what they do make of it. Such Dota, interesting pickup. I kind of do like it. I'm interested to see how this does pay off for them. Plus he's got decent slow, so I mean it's gonna make it harder for them to say kite him and the Axe. So we'll see what they do make of it. Yeah, interesting, really interesting. Not really sure what HiVe Entropy are looking for now. They're probably looking for another off-lane type deal, or even their mid laner at this point. There's still quite a bit in the pool. I'm not really sure what they're looking for at this point. The Timbersaw might be kind of nice, considering the fact that both Abaddon and Axe are strength-based. Axe sort of gets melted by that, but he could be abused with things like Rubik, where you can sort of pull up the air. There isn't a ton of magical damage on their side just yet of such Dota, so I'm not sure how Timbersaw would play out there. I just haven't seen him too often recently. Or the choices there. There's still a fair amount left in the pool for them to play with, them to dabble with. And there's a Witch Dart coming out. This is looking that HiVe Entropy is definitely going to go for a double dual lane type vibe here for sure. Probably see like a core Omni Knight good with probably Call of the Light. So what we do is you take this Chakra, Magic Chakra reduces cooldowns on an ally spell. So Omni Knight can throw out a bunch of purifications, Keeper of the Light can throw out Chakra Magic, keep the mana up with Omni Knight. That's a pretty strong lane. Witch Dart can probably get paired with something synergize nicely with him. We'll see what they do go for. Even something like Undying might actually be really nice against that team. We'll see. We'll see what they go for. Witch Doctor pickup definitely gonna go in another form of a dual lane with something else. Probably not going to be a mid Witch Doctor, even though it's inviable in some cases. Some people are really going for that, really enjoying the mid Witch Doctor. We'll see what they do go for. HiVe Entropy, definitely going for a double dual lane. Not really sure what they're looking for inside of such Dota. So far, I'd imagine, yeah, probably another dual lane as well inside of such Dota. Probably an Axe off lane with some other support combo, Rubik Abaddon type deal, or Rubik Axe, doesn't really matter. Sort of both function. I'd imagine the Rubik Axe probably be better though. I don't know, there's a lot of the pool left obviously to pick from, so it's interesting. And the Juggernaut pickup coming on out. This changes things a little bit. So do go for probably not a mid Juggernaut and a Weaver pickup, interesting. Especially up against an Axe. Weaver does counter out Juggernaut, given the fact that he struggles to get his Omni Slash up on Weaver since he can invis out of it, but Axe in the pool could result in a dead Weaver. Axe gets a good blink call, Juggernaut ultis, that's no more bug. He's gone. A lot of choices.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Could work out. There's not a lot of stuns. I mean, it's only the Axe call they have to worry about. And I guess the Rubik lift. Interesting draw from the other side actually. I'm really interested to see how this goes. Yeah, probably gonna be a Weaver Witch Doctor lane, or even this might even be a mid Weaver. Now that I think about it. Juggernaut though, I don't know. It could be Abba support with a Jug and then Rubik Axe. Probably like a Rubik Axe off lane, have it on Juggernaut safe lane. Maybe interesting. Can he throw the Apothic Shield while Juggernaut's spinning? Is that a thing? Yeah, there's quite a bit of damage that can get that done. Plus, you have the Curse of Awareness, so you can slow him and make sure that Juggernaut gets the full spin damage right up on whatever opponent he's on. It's interesting. But nonetheless, Sniper being banned out. Yeah, they're probably looking for their mid laner now.
10 seconds remaining.
On the side of HiVe Entropy, if they're looking to ban off the Sniper on the side of such Dota. So we'll see what they do make of it. HiVe Entropy, I kind of feel like they're going to run the Weaver mid though. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Reserve time.
A lot of choices, a lot of the teams, a lot of choices. Quap banner, final balance side of HiVe Entropy and the Storm Spirit. Yeah, okay. That's definitely gonna be a mid Storm Spirit, Weaver, Witch Doctor lane, and Omni Knight lane. It's gonna be interesting. Those two lanes, those two side lanes, will be crazy durable. I mean, you get the heal from Witch Doctor, get the heal from Omni Knight, and then Weaver's ultimate lets him, regain HP, pull back to 5 seconds back. Well, at least it's the plan. That's how you intended to use it, or at least to get out of the position. So these are both elusive, evasive, and hardy lanes. This is gonna be tough to deal with. But the Bat Rider pickup, pretty interesting. Looking to displace both, probably the Storm or the Weaver. That a good lasso could win a fight, like straight up. I mean, fighting at the 4v5 with one lasso could be a game changer. So we'll see what they make of it. I do like the drops I'm seeing it. I'm interested to see how this does play out. I want to say one side has a better pushing lineup, but I don't really agree. Juggernaut really good pusher, Weaver really good pusher. So we'll see. We'll see who wins it out. If this is going for a tower game, fighting game, we'll see what happens. But an interesting lineup nonetheless. Ooh, goodness me. Having some DCs, it appears. Alright, looks like the reconnect is gonna come back soon enough, hopefully. Yeah, there it is. Okay, well, I guess seeing a crash. Odd. Pretty nice scribbling going on the map as you can't see. See what they do. I can scribble too. Boop, it's not showing up, never mind. It is on the actual map, not an in-game. A lot of pings, very important I guess, for now. The first blood potential for the side of such Dota is actually incredible. You get an axe column to, I mean, even Batrider can slow them up. You got so much trading going on at the same time. You're seeing purification heals. So I'm actually interested to see how first blood goes. If there's like a nice rune contest type first blood. Thing is, with good axe call, see a lot done. No, we're back. Oh, great, we're back. Okay. Anyway, nonetheless, from the side of HiVe, we got Malinky right here on Cuddle. We got Dat Guy Portal on Weaver. We got Atticus the Cube, my man, right there on that. We got Cypress on Witch Doctor, and finally we got Jarek, my zippy little Storm Spirit, sitting right on there. And for the side of such Dota, we got Alexi 001 on the Abaddon. We got Aloha on the Batrider. We got Taki right there on Axe. We got Rants, SD Rants. We'll stick with Rants on the Juggernaut. And finally, we got my man Duke right there on Rubik. Smoke popped on the side of such Dota. Let's see what they do. So it's like a rune contest. This is sort of what I was expecting for the first blood potential. Weaver kind of way on out. We'll see what happens. Who's gonna get caught out? It was tough to grab. Do they have anything to see him? The Cole's gonna be perfect. That's the other problem. Weaver can just Shikuchi way out of this. Yeah, he spotted them. Smoke's broken. That guy Portal just casual walking right, puts a point into Shikuchi. We'll see what happens. And the other one's still with smoke, not broken. Well, looks bad because the cube looking to contest top rune. Interesting. Atticus Cube actually getting the rune right out from under Mr. Rants, and this binary rune still remains actually. So, yeah, we're actually ultimately just going to see a 2-2 binary rune trade. Interesting. Okay, well, it looks like a mid Batrider, safe lane Rubik plus Juggernaut combo, and an off lane Abaddon Axe combo. Wow, that is quite a bit to fight into. We're seeing a dual lane. We're actually going to see a tri lane. Might see a solo Omni Knight off lane, and then a tri lane Witch Doctor plus Cuddle plus Weaver safe lane. That's interesting. Wait, safe lane Juggernaut, not too much to be surprised. Mid lane though, we might see first blood here. Aloha, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of trouble. Jarek can pick it up with a nice rotation from Cypress to secure the kill right there on Aloha. Nice little start up to the Storm Spirit. Be happy about that. I got Portal sort of playing with his food a little bit by the looks of it. Just shikuching in and out, having a little bit of fun. But man, can you blame him? Atticus the Cube. This is, yeah, I don't imagine this would be the easiest lane. He's gone for 1 point repel, that makes sense. Because obviously we're against the Juggernaut spin for the telekinesis from Rubik. There's the repel, and he can sort of just run away, take no damage from that spin. So that's quite a bit of mana wasted on both the Rubik and the Juggernaut. Juggernaut already popping a clarity to actually regain that mana, so wow. If that isn't proof enough, I don't know what is. Taka Portal here in the bottom lane, pretty happy with 5 CS already. Sort of uncontested at this stage, which is odd because you consider it'd be pretty tough with the Axe and the Abaddon against your lane, but I guess little bugs having no issue whatsoever. Interesting. Mid lane, hello, we're not doing too great. A lot of harassment out from the way of Cypress. And there's the disconnect. Wouldn't be South African Dota without any disconnect, ladies and gentlemen. DCs get you DGC. It's a fact. We're seeing the reconnect. Hopefully we're going to return with the game, and yes, we are reconnect and resume. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Jarek doing pretty well in the mid lane. Nice little balls coming up now. Rubik. Yeah, Rubik's back. Things that he ran so far before they actually stopped the pause. That's going to be tough. It's a shame how much he can do. That's unfortunate. Just the way it is. Jarek doing pretty well in the level game. The thing is, even though Aloha did die mid for the first blood, he's kept up with the levels. I'm amazed. I'm actually really impressed with that. It's really quite good. That guy Portal sitting with 11 CS most in the game. It's kind of exactly what you want on a off lane. I mean, it gives me a safe lane Weaver. You want to farm as much as you can, deal the damage you can. The nice thing is, Axe relies on spins to deal the damage to his lane opponent, and the fact that that guy Portal can kind of sit outside that range with Weaver is pretty good. Duke though, coming into the mid lane, I mean the bot lane, goodness me, my English falling apart. Where has it gone? I don't know. Unless Duke here on the bot lane, looking to punish Dagger Portal just a little bit. Very nice little sentry. Dagger Portal actually deal a fair amount of damage. So he's coming around, and oh, Duke actually died a little quicker than I thought he would. Taki getting a beautiful call onto mobile creep as well. Dagger Portal could be in serious trouble running his way out of there. There is a nice little shield right there on Taki, but Dagger Portal going to skip the damage, going to salve up, just sends off, and Taki taking a fair amount of damage from the way of Malinki and Cypress. Shield being popped again, the Manly coming on out. Dagger Portal looking to pursue, and Spin's actually dealing a fair amount of damage. Dagger Portal doing what he can, but they're going to have to drop the engagement, unfortunately, just before that, as Axe just runs way out of there. Taki can be fine. A lot of damage dealt, but the thing is, a lot of damage dealt to either side. Duke falling in the process, but Dagger Portal going to be salved right back up. So I guess that was a fight that obviously went in favor of HiVe. They did get one kill. There's now a sentry down. Quite a few things had to be dropped, and so on and so forth. Axe needs to regen at a fountain or a shrine to try and get back up to speed. And Dagger Portal getting a nice little extra salve. Jarek has a haste rune. I'm interested to see what he does with this. I mean, the skill tree is pretty interesting with the new Storm Spirit. The 3 mana regen versus 20 damage. I'm interested to see what people go for, because I mean, level 10, level 11, that's sort of when you're expected to hit around Bloodstone. So I mean, do you really need that regen? Do you want the extra damage? They're both not super amazing. I mean, Storm Spirit's skill tree as a whole are kind of okay, but then you look at Weaver and it's like, wow. Plus 30 huge damage, 6 strength level 10, that's amazing. 7 stats level 15 is amazing. 15 agi, 200 health at 20 level 20, that's pretty good. And a 200 Shikuchi damage, Shikuchi speed at 25, that's pretty good. Plus, or you can get 20% magic resistance, that's just incredible. So it's interesting to see how the balance kind of came out with the trees. But saying that, Weaver didn't pack that bot, but I did know it would be a call that would be a well-used call from Axe that would really solidify that kind of kill. So that is what occurred, which is great. It's nice when you say something would happen and it does happen. You feel less stupid. It's a good feeling. Unless, yeah, Dagger Portal unfortunately falling here on the bot lane. Gonna be great though for the side of Such Dota. Exactly what they sort of want. Pretty greedy pickup with this Abaddon Axe off lane. Good to make of it. Dagger Portal doing pretty okay, and Jarek actually a nice little pick on Aloha mid. Man, that's ideal. This is 2 for 0 up against Aloha mid. Jarek's gonna be one happy Storm Spirit. He's level 6, and then again, so is Aloha. Hopefully Arcane Booster. Probably gonna go straight for Bloodstone at this point.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Interesting the skill trees though. I mean, I kind of like how Dagger Portal went straight for a Blightstone. What was that, like 3 minutes ago? I like that a lot. I think it's really interesting, especially up against an Axe who actually pulls in a lot of armor with his Cole. Yeah, additional 40 armor. Derek here, kind of pushing away Juke. Probably gonna jump here. Just the thing is, only half mana for those who don't know. The way Stormsport sort of functions, you sort of think of his mana pools as HP pool. You can't really do anything without mana, and therefore might as well have no HP. So he's as good as dead at that point. So let's see what he does make of it. Arcane boots coming up in a little moment. Alex the Q farming a nice little stack here in the dire jungle. This Juggernaut, what does he not know about this? Okay, I don't know. Yeah, Juggernaut not doing too badly on the farm actually. We're on top of the log. 41, wow, it's quite a bit more than the Weaver. This Juggernaut could prove to be a serious problem for the side of HiVe, but I'm sure that's exactly how such Dota wants it. Goodness me, that HiVe does lost its tonight, that messed up that long, my bad. My apologies. We all make mistakes. Oh, 7 stacks. That's ridiculous. What does that equal? With level 4. Extra damage per stack. Like what? Extra 150 damage, something like that. 175. That's pretty crazy actually, wow. You factor in like a good Firefly as a dead Storm Spirit. Then again, he's not exactly easy to grab. Especially the fact that he's got this nice little ball of lightning. Because he doesn't make of it. Storm, go for a haste rune top. Yeah, Aloha actually desperately needs a haste rune grab on Storm Spirit. We're sucked a pretty happy bot actually. Level 4, 8 minutes, not terrible up against the kind of off lane. I mean, he's getting okay levels. Cuddle doing okay as well. I mean, this Juggernaut's doing fantastic. So we're going straight for a man. I'm real surprised about that. I mean, Yasha. Oh, Takeshi picking up an additional kill right there on deck up early. Yeah, this is fantastic on the side of such Dota. This is exactly what HiVe does not want. This greedy, strong off lane starting to take advantage of squishy little Weaver. And now, what they love more is such Dota is that, well, the Juggernaut's doing great top. He's healing himself. He's pushing the wave. He's getting the levels he wants. He's getting the farm he wants. He's getting early Yasha. I'm not sure he's going to go the Sanjay Yasha route. I'd be surprised by that. I'd imagine he's going Manta. Manta's kind of nice against that team.
Radiant's top tower is
Cool,
under attack.
a few things it's okay against. So I just don't see how Sanjay Yasha would be much better. That's a nice speed. Oh, Aloha actually. Ooh, getting a jump here from the wave, Derek. This is, yeah, probably his end. Goodness me. Oh, beautiful rotation going on. Alexi 001 throwing down a nice little shield right there on Aloha, saving him for this moment. Aloha running right back in with another shield. There's a call coming from Taki, but expertly dodged by the way of Derek. A really quick reaction from that man. Really good job. Atticus the Cube might be in trouble though here. And this is going to be a lot wasted for the side of such Dota if they don't get anything here. They made a big rotation. There's 4 people mid. I've been saying that at the same time, Juggernaut does take a solo tower top, which is great. Tier 1 for the team. Fantastic, like 120 gold all around. And they're just going to shrine up. It will reduce the cost of this rotation. But there is a blink on the axe, so he's pretty happy as well. 51 CS, far more sort of than the Weaver. Interesting. No, man. This Juggernaut's finding levels, and he's happy about that. He's finding farm, he's happy about that. This Juggernaut's a happy Juggernaut. Weaver on the other hand, slightly less happy. Ooh, that's a dead Jarek mid. Aloha making root for another kill here? Ooh. Interesting. Not sure how I feel about that one. I mean, which one is a level 6? Good coconut or good maledict plus a death ward equals dead Aloha. Aloha does not have a lasso to stop it. I don't know about that one. A little deep. Amazing Lincoln's game here for Daka Portal. So much he can block. And believe it or not, I'm not saying this sarcastically. Really, genuinely good Lincoln's game. Which are looking to abuse the Juggernaut just a little bit in the bush, but I don't really see don't think he can kill him, honestly. Does he spin out? Yeah, here goes the jump. Oh, no mana on the Witch Doctor. No Vortex either from the way Jarek, Tucky, and Alexi level 1 coming out in. Beautiful coconut going right there and there. Cypress throwing down a nice little Maledict. Tucky taking a fair amount of damage out from the cube, missing Purification. Not too much else dealt. Swarm coming up in the way of Weaver and connecting on no hero. It's interesting. Pax loves a blink already. It's probably the game changer for those who are pulling out because the cube might be caught out. That guy portal being caught right there and there. Beautiful Purification coming on out. Shikuchi gonna get him out of there and repel on him. Gonna stop him from any other real harm. Alexi 001 taking a little bit damage from the Weaver, but not too much else being dealt. Rubik though looking to make a nice little flank right through the jungle. Duke, is he gonna find a pick, a grab token? He's beautiful, beautiful, perfect spin, perfect call, everything just amazing in the way there. And that couple is gonna pop immediately. Taki can be very happy with himself there. Cypress trying to get his way out. Is there anything to stop this TP? And no. Answer is no. That is a big pickup. Big pickup. The side of such Dota. Safe lane core going down on the side of HiVe. And nice rotation. Gonna save Juggernaut. So this is as good as it can get. Look at this guy's going for the Diffusal Blade. A little surprised about that. That's a pretty uncommon build on Juggernaut since the 7.00 patch. The Diffusal pickup. So I'm a little surprised about that. I don't know if this is intentionally to burn mana or something. It's this thing you can't purge repel anymore. Or you can just to purge already an angle, but you can't purge yourself. So I don't know. Oh, we'll say that Chucky picks a nice little kill on Cypress here on the bottom lane. Alex is trying to fight onto a beautiful edge coming from the way of Aloha. So Linky doing what he can. Jarek in the background looking to make something happen, zipping on in. Alexi popping the ulti. TBI comes from the way of Aloha, and nothing much else can be dealt. Just get a nice little grab from the way of Duke. Alex in pursuit. Tucky right in the backline behind him. And Alexi 001, yeah, actually gonna try to go for the deny and gonna fall ultimately to Jarek. Duke, no mana on him right there, trying to Shikuchi out the stolen spell right from the way of that guy portal.
I'll take that as
Tucky being abused just a little bit, by the way, but
that should help. Boy, Dyer's bottom tower is taking a beating.
that guy portal going for a nice little push here right on the bot lane. Be happy about this. It's kind of a bit of space he needs. 95 CS on the Juggernaut, not going to be good for this Weaver. Weaver though picking up with 71 at this point, still low 25 behind, not great. We look at the net worth. Yeah, we're seeing the Jug right on top. About what is that? 2.5k, 1.5k. Yeah, 2.5k right ahead of the Weaver. That's a significant leap, at least at this stage. Axe doing great, but only just ahead of Storm Spirit. Right, just carrying on his way, pushing down towers. Yeah. Not too much they can do to contest this Mars outside of inside of HiVe. This tier 1 probably just gonna be given up likely. Lance, I don't know where he's going.
Look, the Dyer's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Chug actually dropping the push and going for a bit of farm actually.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
How many points in Swarm do they have? 4. Interesting. That kind of makes sense actually. Weaver. We're gonna fight into this, getting out a nice little Swarm action connect on 2, that's pretty good. Nice little fight to start out. This could, yeah, fantastic. Pulling out Duke taking a lot of the damage. Tucky getting hit as well, does a Maledict on him, and he's gonna pop as well. That's 2 down already on the side of such Dota. Loa being chased down, Alex is in pursuit, gonna pop repel himself. That guy portal going to time lapse right out of that crazy amount of damage, and the shield can come on up. Blink out from the way of Aloha. Aloha throwing more sticky napalm stacks right there on the side of HiVe. That's about a 1500 gold exchange. That's pretty nice in favor of HiVe. Such Dota not to be too happy about this, but at the same time, I'm assuming Jarrett will want to push this down and see what he can do. Ooh, Daggerboard was clearly in trouble. Aloha jumping in with absolutely no mana. Shield up on him. Daggerboard was sitting right in there. Ripper looking to fight his way through this. Aloha giving a lot of trouble. Tucking a beautiful, beautiful 4-man call actually to get 3 of them. Goodness me. Could have been better. It could not have been better. Ooh, for a second things are starting to look a little better for HiVe, but that one beautiful little call comes away of Tucky actually gonna set things straight.
Radiant's middle tower ain't radiating no more. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is taking a drubbing. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, the little left away. Tucky gonna catch the wicket right off guard and oh, missed dunk. That is unlucky.
Radiant's middle tower.
I think he's gonna fall anyway though, unfortunately. Fortunately for HiVe. Can be very happy though inside of such show is exactly what they want. They're getting beautiful pushes and this tier 2 down as well, so this is good. Space created for the Juggernaut. Rather than no space for the side. Oh man, that Omna is falling so much bigger than I thought he would. The purge already being used. Isn't that purge? Is that only slow now? Oh my god, oh goodness, he was shot dead right there. That beautiful coconut gonna connect on the two. That spot was gonna end, ultra right off the adequate cube. And double kill for the way of Rance. Goodness me. This game's falling apart fast for the side of HiVe. This is not what they want. On the other hand though, Dota cannot be happier. 18 minutes we're trying to push back. Cherokee for another pull. And Manly coming on out, but this might be his end. Just in time. Ooh, a low end pursuit. That's pretty risky actually.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Ooh. Aloha's got some pretty nice progression right here. He's got Triangle Boot, Blink, on his way to 4 stop, almost there. That's when we look at the jug, he's got quite a bit. He's going straight for Manton now. The Jug's still doing great in terms of net worth and item progression as compared to the Disabling carry on the side high. So we were not doing too great this game. Doing okay, gonna get his Lincoln's probably up for around 22 minutes or so, I'd imagine.
Take that as tribute.
Depends on how his farm goes though. Call it, I don't know, 23, 24. I doubt it'll really be that long. Yeah, it's probably 22 minutes. Sure, not doing too poorly either. Actually, only 500 net worth behind the little axe. He's doing great, but it looks like going for a Vanguard. It's pretty surprising. I feel like to go Vanguard before Blade Mail, just so they can tank it up a little bit better in the fights before they're expected to pull in with the Blade Mail. But considering how far ahead they are on the side of such a point, how well they're doing in the fights, I guess this is viable. This could work out nicely. And that's another tier 1 for the side of such Dota, man. They're doing great in the push game here. And HiVe must be tearing their hair out. They cannot be happy about this. There's a dust pop coming for way of Rance. Rance in pursuit of Daka Portal. Daka Portal does have a time lapse ready, but it's going to TP out actually. Smart move. Yeah, we should see Lincoln's go up any moment after Weaver. Next minute or two. Paul doing what he can. Blinky doing his best.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh, fight going on. Jarek is going to be trying to get his way through the ball, I think. That's the last one of the way of Aloha. Cypher's taking a fair amount of damage. Ulti going out for the way of Atticus the Cuban. Beautiful ulti come out from addition from Cypher's. Not sure that's what doing the damage it can. Tucky doing what he can. Ulti. Ooh. Like a portal is getting a triple kill. Goodness me, that's nice. That's a 4-0 trade. Nice little 4-man being taken out by side high. This is actually what I needed to get back into the game. That is a 2,600 gold swing in favor of HiVe. That's exactly what they need. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's such Dota that are pulling there. Atticus Cube does his purification ready. If Jerry can good step onto Rent, and yeah, we'll do that, I guess. Yep, gonna get the kill right then. That was a painful to watch. I thought for a second Jerry was definitely dead, and poor Juggernaut like slowly running about with a degen or trying to hit him. But Jerry getting out of that was certainly coming down. That's basically a 5-man team wipe for the side of HiVe. I mean, HiVe is super happy about that. That's sort of the best thing they can get right now. I mean, that's great. It's great for them. Especially though, they're definitely going to pull their socks up, hold together just a little bit better in the team fights. But saying that, they still have tier 1 top up. They still got a lot of their towers. They got more towers up than HiVe does, so they still got that going for them, which is pretty good. Back up forward, gonna find farm here on bot. His net worth getting a little bit higher. He is now sitting above the Axe, second in the game. Still about 1500 below Juggernaut, but nonetheless, he's getting there. Did pick up that Lincoln's around 22 minutes that I didn't note, so that's not too bad. Especially for how rough a start that we were at. At this point, this is sort of when... No, man, this is sort of when such Dota needs to be a little bit worried, just a little bit. Nice push down the side of HiVe. Nice little Illuminate coming from the way of Blinky, plus TP Factor and Weaver can do a crime on that. And he's going to straight for Desolator. So, that's always good for pushing down buildings. I like to. TPing out, oddly enough. We're going to push this tier 2 bot, I assume. And this tier 1 most definitely going to fall. We're not really sure what time Jared did manage to get the blood set up. Probably, what, 18 minutes, I'd say. Yeah, well, it looks like probably about 18 minutes, 16, 17, around there, around that mark. Which isn't too bad, considering how the 2 sides are going so forth. So you should be happy about that. This tier 2 wasn't being pushed in. But, Such Dota might actually be looking to push racks. I imagine they are. Illuminate and try and slow that down. Really great. Just slows down the push, gives them time, gives them space. Recall comes away, Carl bringing in Jarrett. Because Steve's getting a TP on home the old fashioned way. Oh, beautiful Juggernaut coming in. Nice little blink from the way of Chucky into the cold. Loki out of the fight right there and there. Ulti coming out from the way of Atticus, the cube. That's a stolen ulti from the way of the Duke. Beautiful Guardian Angel for the side of such Dota. A lot of damage being dealt. There is a Malachite pop right on the two of them, but there is a shield right there on the you shouldn't take too much damage. That's the last layer right there onto Jarrett. Could be in a lot of trouble. Nice little full point away of Chucky. That's definitely a dead Jarrett. I've ever seen one. No dunk needed. Runs a bit of a kill, but beautiful. Oh, fantastic Deathward coming from the way out of the side, just doing what he can. Chucky takes an additional chunk right then and there on the way of that poor little wood shark there. And Atticus Cube may be his end. This may definitely be his end. Yeah, that's already 3 down. We were in the backline trying to fight it out, seeing what he can do. Has not used time lapse just yet. He's going to try and get out of that sticky situation. Not really sure what we can do from here. And ooh, this is an interesting fight. Get back on it. We're just trying to buy time at this point, trying to get a pick, deal damage in general. So far the fight really not going in favor of HiVe, but going great for the way of such Dota. About 3 times the gold swing in their favor, and Decapulse is going to get recalled back by the call. The smoke can end in nothing. So that's not ideal for such Dota. I'm happy about that. I rotated back, they lose the Weaver, it's not great.
A golden thread.
Those are the lower going for Eagles, interesting. And the mech coming up in about 25 minutes. They have it on a little late, actually. I expected around 20. Most probably the only thing to know, considering how well the lane went with the axe, so. Yeah, but he's only second lowest in the network there. Like, he is the support Abaddon after all.
Haste.
Yeah, I mean, I think he got the mech up like 4 minutes prior. Around the timing that Abaddon should have been aiming for, so I'm doing pretty well. Atticus is pretty happy about that, but this shrine definitely gonna go down. It's a free 150 gold per person for the side of such Dota. This is not ideal for HiVe. Just on the push capabilities just a little bit. They can't go back to the heal the shrine while they're trying to take tier 2s and so on and so forth. As well as they can't TP there anymore. So just sort of battle around for the side of HiVe, but such Dota are going to be super happy about that. This Dessa pretty much brought up the way of deck up portal, but I'm seeing a 5-man rotation towards the portal bug in the top lane. Let's work just a shrine take and mana rotation. So if he doesn't think of it, he's not going to be able to get the Dessa to himself. I would imagine he's aware they're there. And what war is going to pick that up from the side of HiVe? Well, he has a shrine being taken. There's a TPI on the way deck up portal, and that's pretty painless. Well, at least the recall, my bad.
Regeneration!
There's a come up from the way of deck up portal, 27 minutes. Not too great, but not too bad for a losing game. His net worth isn't doing too bad. He's only about a K below the Juggernaut, whereas before he was like 2.5, 3, so he's really picking it up. Juggernaut needs to speed up just a little bit on that farm. Doesn't really have farmer phase. I mean, no Maelstrom, no Battle Fury, nothing to really speed up that farm. I mean, Maelstrom is really not bad this game at all for the Jug. But when you get the Maelstrom procs, does a fair amount of damage to the backline supports like Cypress and Malinky on the call and the Woodstock respectively. So I'm surprised you didn't go for something like that, like a Mjolnir Maelstrom. And the procs are great, they deal backline damage, so yeah, a little surprised. Plus, he loses the proc and he's going for Manta. I'm actually really surprised he didn't go for that. Would have been a good pickup all around, at least I feel, so we'll see. We'll see if he regrets it.
Arcanery.
We should going to pick up a Glimmer Cape just now, which is going to be great for him. Gonna make him fight 5 bit easier. There isn't a ton, there's enough protection I guess, but there's no real dust. So if they do go for a siege underneath, say, a tower, into HiVe's base, this is assuming, you know, such sort of goes for siege, they're not really going to be able to rely on, say, like a sentry ward to catch out everything with underneath tower vision. I mean, they're not going to have dust to catch out anyway, so the Witch Doctor can most definitely sit back far enough and throw down his ulti while under the effect of Glimmer Cape, or even just Shadow Amulet and throw down a full death ward. This could be a big deal. This is a Roach take? Yeah, that looks like it, yeah. Definitely a Roach pickup. Short's going down, yeah, kind of slow actually. Went for 30 minutes, they're rotating up the push, and they're actually spawning out here. And random and Lexi in the corner right then, and they're beautiful long touching right now. Really getting farmer damage with a nice little Atticus cube, dropping a beautiful ult. He's gonna be a perfect first on the way of that shadow that diffusal blade. And the fight's carrying on. Jarek gonna be fine. It's actually Dakar Portal who's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Beautiful, nice little call right into jump and end his life. Good play, man. Good play. Now they can't really take this anymore. Did Jarek go down? I think he did. He didn't? Oh, my bad. My apologies.
That dire team, they don't muck about.
Invisibility! Axe is grateful.
So nonetheless, they're probably looking to siege here, such Dota. Looking to push right into HiVe's base, see what they can make of it. Carl doing what again, trying to slow this push low, and Alexi right on the high ground all the way up in ranks. Going straight for this. Yeah, so not quite a force to be reckoned with. Weaver is back in the game though. He can start applying that Dessa. Those Dessa hits trying to get the minus armor down, going to pick up the healing ward right from the get-go. There is no more tower to spot or any ninjas or any sentries or whatever. Nice little after to catch up right down to Atticus. Cube Rats taking a fair amount of damage. Age is going to pop right then, and their beautiful death will come up from the way. Probably start dealing a fair amount of damage. Cube could be in trouble. Nonetheless, Cyber's actually getting around a beautiful cost on land on a few. BK's using pop fight shot, he's doing what he can. Alexi, double of one, actually going to fall in the process, and Dakar Portal looking to chase in pursuit, and actually pulled out and silence. No pull can come out from this man. The blade mail is going to pop, and this could be the end. Chucky's going to go down right there in the process. Cypress so low, Rance in pursuit, not going to catch out anybody this yet. Dakar Portal so low, and yeah, a nice little jump in from the way, and it's gonna end Weaver's life. So see what you make of it. I don't think there's any buyback on the Weaver, is there? No, he's just shy. It's a good fight. A really good fight. for the way it's such Dota. So we'll see what they make of it. Oddly enough, though, there wasn't much of a gold thing. It was actually in favor of a HiVe there. I guess it was for the cores they picked off. The Weaver doing okay now, but Juggernaut's starting to run away with that net worth 3.5k ahead of the Weaver. So this is looking good for such Dota. Really good. Level 20 right there on the Juggernaut, level 18 on the Weaver. So just getting the level game, which is nice. In fact, you got the, I mean, before it wasn't the most important thing. The farm game was sort of where it was at, but the fact that you can get this nice little talent tree with all these extra little goodies, it makes a big difference. Especially level 25 Juggernaut can get that extra 175 blade for a DPS. That is a lot to initiate with. 175 damage to put in perspective. If VCs will say Witch Doctor for a little while, that's like 2/3 of his HP just gone in about 4 seconds or so. Just perspective. You don't call for right now, and that's gonna lift you down. That's actually a gem being dropped as well. That's unfortunate for knowing that you have to accept that nice little return coming out from the way. Jared gonna stop Atticus with Q being taken by that nice little last. So Atticus even went out under the effect of Glimmercape, but this is definitely a set of racks going down. There's no creeps to fight with it. I don't even back roll the Tesla. Stay back. Yeah, I was sort of assuming the creeps were there aren't. It's actually giving them enough time for Malinky to get back to the fight. We're going to see a nice 5v5 go down right there in the mid lane, so see what happens. Still dead gem for Malinky right there on Juke. I think you're doing your best just to stop this push. I'll actually manage right here. And yeah, there's going to be purge. They don't know the Apostle Shield, the shield from Abaddon can purge effect on him or teammates. The only reason why you pick it though. If someone is doing manually, you put down a nice little really quick fight going around, nice little round, so we can't definitely let Atticus with the few damage being dealt on us. That's going on. Types are going to come across and also come out just a little let Atticus with few. I'm going to say Types are come across, but there's the Blink BKB blade there. Axe going out. That portal is doing what he can to fight this. Brent has no agent for this, and if that portal takes him out his end, one of them is being dealt death. We're coming around out. That's a 5x on the way of Atticus to Q. That portal doing what he can. Yuke does in fact catch Kikuchi. No gem on the side of HiVe to catch us out, so they're trying their best. And Jerry actually have a nice little kill there on Alexi 001. This is falling apart for the side of such Dota. We were doing pretty well, dealing a fair amount of damage in the fight, and they're looking to just push down at least the tier 2 mid.
Healing shock! Dire's middle tower is under attack! Dire's middle tower is fallen!
Tier 2 taking 5 would be great in their favor. We have a lot of extra gold to the team. 2 tier 2 taken down, it's gonna be nice, means they can take his shrines. HiVe trying to pull it back, I mean, doesn't it sort of make sense? They're playing with the flames in my background, but Jared's looking probably yeah, this is a nice opening for the side of such Dota. They're gonna need to retreat into that HiVe. They really got fighting for that off. They lost their strong for it. Lost not for it, using lost on charge. That's a big deal. He's gonna keep going out. Nice little last over come on right away. Cypher is gonna get dumped, and Atticus the Cube. The bar is gonna fall as well. That's 3 down to the side of HiVe. Not ideal, but really great for such Dota. possibility we see a lovely little fight unfold mid. This could be the battle for Rack, and nice little blink on this one. I'm looking most definitely gonna fall here, trying to pop bouncing and turn right for the triangle cross they're called. And we're seeing a buyback right there from going to 2 down already on the side here with HiVe. Daggerfall doing what he can to fight to lose the point. And he's ooh, almost jumped in. See what happens. I do hear a lasso. And that is Jerry's put on right in the middle of the fight, not doing too great, and he's pulled in. And that's then the buyback on Storm though. Only has 7 blood sunstars now. The Cypher going down a beautiful, nice little death to attack, taking so much damage, doing what he can. And Duke's in a full spot, there's only 1 down though to the side. And Jerry throwing in beautiful, nice moves up. Might be put out once again. This could be, yeah, that's a dieback. That's as bad as it gets for Storm. After doing what he's done, that nice little butt comes from Weaver gonna allow a nice line armor and triple kill right there from Dakai Portal. This is pretty ideal. Rant's doing what he can, taking a lot of damage from Dakai Portal, and he's not, I don't even be able to get out of this. He doesn't have a spin, doesn't have a TP. Yeah. They keep running, they know he's been stunned. They're gonna find him. The bug gonna catch on around him. Spin coming out. I'm surprised they're committing this far. Oh, I could die for this as well though. And plus now it's going from Deca Portal. What was asked for? Not really sure for what I would like. See what happens. We should just see what happens in the legends. The cube for the car's gonna fall as well. That's 3 down to the side. Actually, I don't see how they're gonna hold this high ground without the axe. Axe, I think, is gonna have to buy back. Depends on how. They can stall. I mean, Batrider can sort of slow them down a bit. Got Yules. Jug can do what he can. He can spin on in there. It could be a suicide mission. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the second round was wondering there was no lag on Duke, so I guess it must have just dropped now.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, we got another pause. Apparently someone's keyboard broke. Great. Okay, hopefully we get to resume soon. We got to reconnect on the bat at least, I think so. Hopefully his keyboard is fixed. And the man game report. Not too much can be done when pause. Kind of boring. Let's look at the items, I guess. Bat theory, it'll get his Yules. It's a nice mobility, plus he can save himself. Alex Smith got an energy boost. I'm not really sure he's going for probably like an Octarine type vibe. Interesting here is he's got a double ward plant coming from the way of such Dota, so they can sort of have eyes on that base at all times. So what happens, resume coming out.
Golden thread.
Yeah, no push coming out, and there will be an act for the next fight. Okay, well, it's gonna be a nice try and take, I guess, to the side of HiVe. So I'm gonna be happy about that. A little bit of extra 150 gold for the whole team. And they've cleverly left nice little warriors. Seeing rotation going out. Ping can be seen there on Taki, Ransaloha, and the crew. Oh, Rico coming out onto that guy portal.
Illusion.
Odd. AC pickup coming up right on that guy portal. I kinda like this. Extra attack speed plus good pushing more up to 18 plus. Survivability. It's great. Works out really nice, especially up against Juggernaut. Speaking of Juggernaut, we're seeing a nice little roach take come on out. Also kind of slow as well, actually.
It's under attack.
Ooh, that could probably be a nice little trick right down. So like the trick and probably point nice. Actually, pop right down there. A little bit premature, I'd imagine. But that was just a buy time. We're going to ace up there on Rand. Taki gonna throw the bosses action, pop TKB as well. And you can see if he does buy back afterwards. Decker probably doing what he can to fight this Rand. Taking term with that. Decker probably gonna counter out of that. Age is gonna pop. Like a triple one gonna fall across. This is Jug versus the world. Yeah, this is exactly what HiVe needs to pull back into this game. This is a 5-man team wide. This is fantastic. They're gonna look to push down mid, and such Dota must be panicking now. We're just pulling out their hair. I think they got buybacks. Yeah, they got buybacks. So let's see one of those they use. It should be okay. They should be able to hold us. X buys back. There we go. Double buyback 5. Is it enough though? Is it enough? Triple buyback. Ooh, nice little right on Jerry, kind of topping out a nice little fold set. So he's gonna get a nice little jump and ooh. That storm actually zipped right on out of there. Like taking a fair amount of damage. If he dies here, it's a dive back. Rand jumping right back in. Weaver taking a lot of damage. Goodness me. But Jarek actually has fallen the process to a low hop. See what he can. Cold Weaver is an unhappy Weaver. Atticus the cube. Ooh, Portal's gonna get a nice hook right there on you. I can see that going straight for the TP out. It's actually gonna blink pull him. Yeah, you can't be that lucky, I guess.
Tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That Portal doing pretty well at this point, actually out leveling and out networking the Juggernaut at this point. So this is looking good for HiVe. Imagine, yeah, I thought it would be pulling Weaver. So still looking to push down through 2 trees here at least and probably try and grab a set of racks. Managed to grab 1 range racks mid, but that's it. That's all I've taken so far this game. Other side I've really managed to take a full set of racks just yet.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Bloody.
We were almost level 25.
Extra kill.
Interesting. See if he goes for the extra Shikuchi speed. Sorcerer desperately needs some extra bloodstone charge, only sitting on 6. Not ideal. Look at talent trees. Let's jump for the stats at level 20, which makes most sense. Honestly, there needs to stay alive longer in the fights. Went for the attack speed at level 15. Kind of shows how the game shifted a bit. The fact went for attack speed level 15, not the armor up against the Weaver, it sort of shows how they're doing well, and they went for the stats later, since he sort of needs to rely on staying alive a little bit longer. Kind of interesting to see how the tide shifted just a tad. Yeah, 25 right there on deck. I thought we did go for the 200 extra Shikuchi move speed. Man, oh man, that is a boss bug.
Haste.
Soon Dagger Portal is can push on his own at this point. And pretty much the jungle being completely held hostage by the side of such Dota at this point. Looking to re-rotate right back to the top, just jump onto Dagger Portal. He's actually going to get caught right there in a nice little coal. See what happens at this point. He's going to time lapse right out of that, and probably going to Shikuchi right out, given how quick he is with that plus 200 Shikuchi speed. And this can get recalled right back to it. This is pretty nice. That's pretty ideal. Forced entire rotation, got them out of the bush, and now they can continue just pushing. It's actually an ideal iconic to say, you know, taking a set of rats or 2 or 3, whatever building, and the shrine still remains here.
I'll take that.
But it looks good. Dagger Portal going for a nice little MKB, nice little damage, plus the mini stun trigger, nice slow down. Couple heroes in the tracks, not too bad. We see what he does go for though after that. I'm a little interested by his build. I mean, I like the AC pickup a lot actually. Some of the games I don't feel like if this is not like an offlane Weaver anywhere for say an Ags type thing, you can pull back Jarek when he zips in, stuff like that. Really interesting.
A golden thread.
I think what does a 14-second cooldown or something with Ags on Weaver. Every time last I'm talking about at least. A 15-second cooldown. Quite interesting, yeah. Jug going for an Abyssal Blade, it kind of makes the most sense actually.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Illusion!
Nope. This is quite fun. What you do is you can constantly do recall from your cobble and do a zip in with Storm Spirit, so he just zips across, gets pulled on back, and then he can just clear wave after wave after wave with his full lightning. So that's a smart play. I like what I'm seeing there. Nope. Rubik stealing the Shikuchi. Dakai Portal going forward, doing the damage it can. Beautiful coming from Dakai Portal, pulling right out of the destruction of death. And Aloha gonna fall right down to that nice little weaver down field. That was a lot. That was hard damage. From the zip coming out. Looks like Ryan's in trouble. There's no agent saving this time. That's already 4 down on the side of Such Dough. This could be the turning point. Yeah, that guy Portal going straight for the mid push. That'd be really to stop him. Buyback available on the axe. Buyback available on Aloha, and buyback available right there on Juggernaut's side. I don't know how far they actually be able to push. They're gonna try. So Elias Juggernaut, axe and Juggernaut right back into the fight. Yeah, triple buyback. A little bit excessive, I think. Attempted blink last second one out, but actually it failed because of the link experience. Oh, that guy probably gonna be jumped at beautiful fall. Probably gonna be his end, but beautiful heal gonna come out for the save, and then time lapse with him right there. Fantastic death right out. That is one buyback down, Kaki down. That is a dive at right then and there. Rance doing what he can as Paramount having been taken as well, but now that's one down already. They have no action to initiate. This could be a set of action coming down. Everybody's still up on the side of HiVe Gaming. Ooh, electric someone down from that Weaver. Jack up forward by Luke is probably going to follow you really nice down from right on. Jack up is doing what he can, and Michael Loco popped up right on him, getting the heal that he needs for staying here. That's at least 1-0 rack down. The other true side going to be picked up. He's going to run his way out of here, but the guy dropping on the run, taking Fairmont out. Jack up forward, nice little backtrack in the saving, and this is that's a beautiful team wipe, man, oh man. I think it's GG. Yeah, GG. This is GG called HiVe will take the first game of the best 3 series of the Emerald Genesis Cup match qualifier. I'm your cousin, I've been your costume from Jack, you know my costume, I get your 1 million, and I've been joined prompted by ever so lovely streamer, Mr. Lightray. See you guys in the next game.
like sharp preteens. I could only breathe. Have to believe I'm alone. Wait, they gave you my heart. Found you in pieces, you've been torn apart. A million one reasons to end before you start. Deep down I knew, no matter what in the end, it'd be me and wait, they gave you my heart. Didn't come easy, but it was hard. Didn't come easy, but it was hard. Caress my knees with your tongue, teeth on my waist, I come undone. Hit those hours in the night, just before light. Run your hand down my spine, we kiss the dust goodnight, goodnight.
Just bounce to this.
Working up the face, every best of faces. Working on the face, every best of faces.
Dota between HiVe Entropy and Such Dota. For those of you who do not know, this is part of the Emerald Cup Genesis League, which is the lead up to the Masters Division, in fact. So the top two teams face off against the top teams from the Sapphire Division. I'm joined here promptly, rather by my live streamer by the name of Light Ray, who is sponsored by the ever so lovely KO Tech, bringing you lovely IT solutions, media solutions, so on and so forth of that nature, graphic design. That type of vibe, really nice company. I so do imagine sponsoring my friend right here. But nonetheless, this is in fact a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. With this being the second game in the matchup, actually, so for those of you who did not catch the first game, it did in fact go to HiVe Entropy in a quite nail-biting 15-minute game, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, quite lovely nonetheless. HiVe Entropy actually making quite a comeback and pulling the game, actually. So if they do take this game, we'll see the best 3 going cleanly to the way of HiVe Entropy. Otherwise, matchup. We'll start out with the ban. It's pretty interesting. HiVe Entropy banning out Axe right from the get-go. Last game, we saw a cheeky, nice little Axe Abaddon ult lane being run by the side of Such Dota, making quite an issue for the safe lane Weaver there on the side of HiVe Entropy. It ultimately didn't win the game, but it almost did. It was really close, 30 minutes, pretty nail-biting. We almost saw a rack being taken. They were sort of pushing in, but they just managed to hold long enough side of HiVe Entropy to push them back. So, let's see, Such Dota also ban out Coddle. Last game, Coddle was run by HiVe Entropy, being played by the ever so lovely Malinky, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a pretty good job keeping them back. That guy portal right there on the Weaver, doing pretty well as well. And then finally, Axe being pulled up by the way of Taki. Taki, I'm not really sure how to say that. My apologies nonetheless. We'll call him Taki.
5 seconds remaining.
Doing a pretty good job there on Axe. Nice little calls, actually shutting down the Weaver fairly well. So, make me happy about that. It really does his job nicely. But another Omni-Knight being picked up on the side of HiVe Entropy, whereas last game HiVe Entropy got rid of Invoker right from the get-go, which sort of paved the way for a better Omni-Knight pickup, considering the fact that Invoker can in fact purge Guardian Angel with his Tornado, where in this case, yeah, we might see Invoker get some nice purge options. Invoker's already right there on the board. Really strong hero. Plays out nice for the late game especially, and some early game almost presence just because things like Sunstrikes and so on and so forth. But sort of rework given 7.0, he sort of goes bottle now, stuff like that. He goes for runes, whereas old Invoker didn't really, I mean, different situation, but naturally Invoker is not the same Invoker we know. Let's see what they do go for. Lifesteal coming with the Invoker, pretty interesting. Pretty good against the Omni-Knight, Ogre Magi type team up type deal. So we'll see what they do go for. After that, what HiVe Entropy looks to do to deal with that at this point. Yeah, Omni-Knight does pretty okay, and Lifesteal Ogre Magi does not. Lifesteal sort of pulls a fair amount of HP from him. Also, Omni-Knight can't really use too many spells up against Lifesteal, namely the Purification, so we can't really see any HP trade-outs coming out with the max level Purification, sort of leveling out a fight against 2 cores. So it's interesting to keep in mind if the Rage is used correctly, Lifesteal can really deal some damage. Plus, we have something with high mobility, we can still actually go in with some nice little infestation bombs, so there's always that option. Really some nice cards on either table sitting in this drop so far.
Dire team's turn to ban.
The Ursa ban up, pretty interesting outside of Such Dota. That makes a lot of sense. Ursa sort of one of the few heroes that actually man fight out Lifesteal, so they're directly trying to save the carry right there and there. HiVe Entropy probably looking around like an Ursa. The Dazzle ban out, pretty interesting. Makes sense though, considering the fact that Dazzle's taken out of the pool. So a Dazzle on the side of Such Dota would ensure that Lifesteal can sort of fight anything that comes his way. And yeah, I kind of agree with that ban. I kind of like that. I like the way they're thinking. Clockwork ban out, pretty interesting. That makes sense. It's sort of just so that one core hero or one specific hero doesn't get pulled out, isolated, so on and so forth. It gets abused. Works really nicely with Invoker. You get someone in cogs all alone, throw on the Sunstrike on that, guaranteed ever so much, you know, however much damage is carrying that Sunstrike given level of Exhort.
Dire
team's make of it. Ban out on Such Dota for Drow. They don't see any Drow strike one out. Drow stats, for those of you who do not know, causes a lovely little push on one side where Drow gives her aura, so on and so forth, and pushes down towers as she so does please. So Such Dota really looking to isolate this game right in favor of their power dropping the Invoker Lifestealer play out. And HiVe Entropy sort of looking for the same thing, sort of trying to stop them, slow them from sort of getting out of hand with the current heroes they already have managed to pick up. Let's see though, I wonder what HiVe Entropy are going for. I mean, I wonder if anti-mage will work out this game. Because we dumped down a lot of stuff. Anti-mage can sort of do okay against Flash Stealer with things like Abyssal, Butterfly, Manta. But he also not really, because his HP pool isn't that great, at least at base. So he sort of has to scale differently. Not really the kind of hero you can fight at this point.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Juggernaut coming out, that makes more sense actually. Omni Slash allows Juggernaut to deal damage to Life Stealer without having to directly fight him, which is nice, so he can hit, plus he can
10 seconds
deal
remaining.
the already base existing damage from the Omni Slash to the way of Life
5
Stealer, which is nice.
seconds
Also
remaining.
goes through BKB or any magic resistance, so Rage will not save him from that. And the extra spin kind of can
Reserve
save
time.
Juggernaut from things like the Open Runes or Invoker Cold Snap, so that's not too bad. Well, there's actually quite a bit still to pull on either side. The Dazzle ban off though, interesting. They've completely circumvented that on the side of High Entropy by picking up the Juggernaut, which is pretty clever. I like what they've done. Makes a lot of sense.
Winter Wife.
Winter Wyvern pick up, pretty interesting.
Dire team's turn
Makes a
to
lot of
pick.
sense, especially the Winter Wyvern. She can kite the crap out of one team with the Winter's Curse. Throw down Winter's Curse. Nobody can really do anything, and say Omni Knight's popped his ulti at that point, then you wasted a good Guardian Angel, which is a nice play there on the side of such that they do capitalize it in that regard. Plus,
10 seconds remaining.
you can sort of save a hero that's being jumped. The thing is, it will not work against an Omni Slash. It's not how that
5
functions.
seconds remaining.
Or pick
Radiant
up.
team's turn to
This is
pick.
interesting. Considering the fact that they did lose control of, say, getting hold of a Dazzle, the Oracle plus Omni Knight combo leads for some lovely heals coming on whatever carry. Plus, it allows Juggernaut to man fight when he is outside of his Omni Slash
seconds
form,
remaining.
which means he does definitely have a chance at actually fighting a
5
life.
seconds remaining. Reserve time. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Warlock.
Dire team ban.
Well, the pick up side of such that it's pretty interesting. I don't know about that. Not too much I can foresee about why that was picked up, why that was a choice. There's a lot of things they can go for, I feel like, besides Warlock, but it does make a lot of sense. Warlock, good pushing hero, so
10 seconds remaining.
some things he might not directly counter in the draft, he may be able to help in
5
things that the
seconds
draft
remaining.
lacks, which is logical. You sort of want to build a balanced draft. You don't want to focus on one little thing naturally, so
Reserve
that's logical. To the banner now, I'm interested to see what the final drafts the final draft is gonna hold. There's still a lot on either side. The final bans, I don't think we're seeing any mid yet for the side of HiVe Entropy,
Reserve
and
time.
we're not. So I don't really know. I mean,
Radiant
I'm
team's
assuming
turned to
Invoker mid. Probably see like a Life Stealer dual lane with. I'd say probably the Warlock, or even actually probably the Winter Wyvern. And then Warlock go with something else, something strong, something a little bit greedy, I think. That's who they do go for.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm really interested to see actually what they go for.
5 seconds remaining.
Tide Hunter ban up. Changing
Radiant team's
things
turn
up.
to
That would
pick.
work up pretty nicely. Nice little initiation with the Tide Hunter. Ravage gonna lead to some interesting plays. So getting rid of that does make a lot of sense. Plus it synergizes really nicely with the Invoker. Invoker can get off his spells comfortably, easily. They can almost
10
prepare in the
seconds
sense that
remaining.
Anaga Siren ulti can prepare them and they can get a setup going, which is nice. So
Dire team's
ban
turn
out
to
the Tide Hunter makes a lot of sense. With the Terrorblade ban out though, I mean whoa, what am I saying? My brain skipped the beat. My apologies. With the sniper ban, goodness me. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what they're anticipating on the side.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't think I have any favorites going for a sniper. But the Centaur Warlord pickups is
5
interesting. I
seconds
think it'll work out
remaining.
nicely with either both Winter Wyvern or the Warlock. Yeah, I don't know. Thing is that heal from Winter Wyvern, there's a lot of things that Wyvern can abuse against it. The Dragon Knight final pickup, that will be their mid. That's a nice pushing hero, plus super hardy, super sustainable, just a brawler. Just a brawler, which is great. Okay, initial DCs come on up. No DCs. Odd.
Let's get on with it.
Alright, we're seeing a nice little resume come on out. So then let's say who is on what. On the side of HiVe, we got that guy Portal right there on the Juggernaut. We got Jarek right there on Juggernaut. We got Atticus, the Cube, the Omni Knight man himself, right there on the Omni Knight. I did note Malinki right there on Ogre, my man. And finally Cypress on the Oracle. Let's see what he can foresee this game. Nonetheless, Alexi 001 right there on the Winter Wyvern. We got Aloha on the Invoker. We got Duke right there on the Warlock. We got Rance on the Lifestealer. And finally, we got Taki, the man himself, right there on the Centaur War Runner.
"30 seconds to battle."
Good to see a nice little rune contest come on out here on the top lane out because Cube looking to snatch this nice little rune for himself naturally. Last game we did see a 2-2 rune grab, so that's pretty standard. Each team getting 2. That's, yeah, nothing too special about that. Seeing a rune contest actually come out here. So they get Duke, and that's what out of him. Ryan's probably looking to snatch that rune right out from under. And Cypress, yeah, this is.
First blood.
Oh, beautiful first look into the way of that guy for. This is that's better than a rune.
Golden gains.
What's that? Is that a 2-2 rune trade as well? No, it's actually. Oh no, it was my bad. Oopsie. Interesting lane composition. I sort of expected we got a mid Invoker versus a mid Dragon Knight. And then looking at the side lanes, we're seeing a solo safe lane Omni Knight. Yeah, solo safe lane Omni Knight versus a Centaur Winter Wyvern lane. And then we have an aggro tri lane coming up with the Oracle Juggernaut and oh, maybe it's the Rome Ogre, but it might be an aggro tri right here in the off lane. Then finally we got a nice little dual lane Warlock and Lifestealer lovely together right there in the safe lane. There's an Atticus Q taking a fair amount of damage. First blood already being joining by the way of that guy Portal. Really nice start off to the way of Juggernaut. In terms of last hits, Dragon Knight actually stomping the mid lane at this point. 3 denies, 8 last hits. Doing really well. I mean, as a result, he's pretty much double level Invoker. He's doing great. Oh, this is pretty rare. Usually, you see Invoker like first off, able to lost it, he has higher damage to work with. And then you see Dragon Knight struggling and having to use his Breathe Fire to get a lot of rosters, but that's not the case here. It just isn't. Which is odd. You know what you see, but by looking like still one working in the bottom like Cypress. In the process, going to get a kill. But then Duke Dagger Portal in a lot of trouble, has no spin to get his way out. They're going to pop a Fairy Fire to try and get out. But yeah, likely going to fall right to the way of Alexa 1. That's to say that he manages to get away just without 20 HP. No Sunstrike coming out just yet. Huh. Yeah, Sunstrike would have secured that. I don't know why he's running back in to pop Salve. Cypress still okay. Him being dealt. That's a nice little kill for that aggro try. Working out nicely. Keep him a nice little ignite right there on Alexa 001. Trying to slow him out, trying to abuse him just a tad. Off lane. Those are not doing pretty okay. Atticus the Cube kind of taking tacky to town. Goodness me, English is difficult. Jug doing not that well actually on Lost Hits, but the fact he's got 2 kills, I don't think it makes much difference. Look at the net worth rather. Yeah, Jug and Dragon Knight sort of leading the table for a moment. Not by much though, so obviously change the lower, taking a fair amount of damage mid. Jarek, I like his build. He only going for 1 point of Dragon Blood, pretty risky, but I think it's gonna work out. The 3 armor and 3 health regen seems to be working out. He's healing up enough that it's not an issue, and additional points in Breathe Fire kind of means he can trade out nicely in the mid lane. Invoker will level up nicely at some point to get some levels up on his belt, and be able to trade out damage with Jarek. So I kind of like what he's going for. Plus the Breathe Fire, from what I remember, yeah, reduces damage. So that extra nuke plus no extra damage reduction can sort of keep that lane evened out, and the fact that he's on top of the network could keep him that way. So that's ideal. Yeah, because the Cube doing what he can up against Taki in the top lane, but actually out leveling him at the point, which is odd. Taki doing what he can. Go for 1 point in the degen aura. I think it should be enough to slow him out, but I mean there is a pair of boots right here on Taki. Dragon Knight should hit level 6 fairly soon. Probably can get a kill on the Invoker straight up. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get any Ghost Walk, there's no point in Wex. And saying that though, Malinky doing a fair amount of damage here on the bot lane, fighting Rants to keep the damage. But no real trade-off happening just yet. To Ignite doing what it can, slowing up that Winter Wyvern. Dakai Portal looking to trade out hits with Rants. Not going too well though. Malinky capitalizing right there on Duke. Duke can throw a nice little heal for himself. And it's probably where it's gonna end actually. Jarek does it level 6. No point in Wex yet for Invoker. Jarek could consider diving, as I do say that. Atticus Cube actually is a nice little solo kill and touch in the top lane. That's ideal for a safe lane. Solo safe lane Omni Knight. That's really good. Who's used some double edge purification? I think he just hit him to death. He's only did 233 damage. Is that just factoring what was dealt? I think it's just the purification. Tucky must have taken damage from himself. Well, let's see what they do make of it. Let's just see what happens with the rotation here. Mid and low, getting a nice little night right up and Jarek gonna pop. He's doing a nice little ult, gonna jump right there on Invoker, and that's a quick pop right on the mage himself. As the ult come up from the way of Taki, and Jarek might actually put the rules. I don't see how he can really survive his way through this. taking a fair amount of damage. That party, nice little dragon blood gonna save him right here and there. And beautiful purification coming from the wave. Atticus the cube gonna turn what could have been a measured situation to a fantastic situation for the side of HiVe. That guy portal gonna trade it out from up against Lifesteal here in the bot lane. Actually gonna win out the fight. It does not have Omni Slash yet, so saying that these fights are going great for the side of HiVe. And something definitely needs to change if such Dota want to pull back into this for the late game. Or if they even want to get there, rather. Jarek, though, with a nice little haste boon, he's going to come here and try and fight his way out. Tucking, throwing a stun, nothing to connect because of Repel. And in pursuit. Yeah, this is probably going to end in Tucky's death. Atticus the Cube does have purification ready, and yep, that's the end right then and there. As we'll pick up the whole round for that side of HiVe. I'm super happy about this. Pretty much every lane won at this point, and more importantly, the aggro try being won here. Full wave deck up, we're getting some nice farm under belt. 31 last hits, but 3k net worth going to be the all-time number we're going to be looking at. That's going to be so important. With the lifesteal sitting a K under that, this is tough. Tough for the side of such Dota. Aggro portals as well, going for a straight Yasha as we displayed last game. By the way, friends. So let's see what occurs. Juggernaut still doesn't hit level 6 and it's about 8 minutes into the game, so he is going to need that to sort of win out some fights, especially up against the Lifestealer, and just get some easy pickoffs here. And ooh, as we say that, Aloha actually gets a nice pick right there on Portal with a nice little one. Cypress could be in trouble as well. Open wounds slowing him down, but no further push going on. Duke will be slowed down by Ignite. Both the stun. Nice little center ulti will be popped. And it should be enough to save Duke right then. There, Duke gonna get a nice little kill on Cypress' result. It must have been, what was that? Lost Word, what was it? Whatever that's called. Yeah, Shadow Word. Ticks down for quite a bit. Shadow Word, fun fact, one of the best HP to, or mana to HP spells in the game, or mana to damage spells in the game. Max level Shadow Word can heal for something like 500 HP or 550 HP, something ridiculous like that, for 150 mana, so that's pretty amazing. Not really any other spell that actually really comes close to that. Like Portal doing what he can, spinning right out of the way, open wounds, taking a fair amount of damage actually. He doesn't have level 6 just yet, he kind of needs that to win this out. There's level 6 coming in that, coming in for the way of deck up Portal, but not for that matter to pop on these legs. Shadow Word doing a fair amount of damage. Everyone's killing Dagger Portal actually. No Sunstrike ready though. Aloha picks a nice kill on Jarek. Wow. Yeah, no, they're starting to pull back into the Such Dota. Really starting to pull back into the Cypress. Could be in trouble here. There's an additional kill likely if they do manage to catch this Oracle. I bet he didn't see that coming. Ooh, trying to debate. Debate unsuccessful, and Deca Portal ultimately can pick up a nice little kill right then and there on the Lifestealer. I guess it's a debate. He went to the
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So we can make it. Duke, take a fair amount of damage from the
Radiant's
Ignite.
top tower
Yeah, you can see the heal does a lot. Does a lot of heals, level 3 only. Yeah, max level is like 410 damage or HP. Actually 420. You think I'm joking, but 12 and 35
just as much
420.
help at the bottom.
Pretty dank. Nonetheless, nice spell to Shadow Word. Happy to see Warlock getting picked again. Really solid hero. He was completely overlooked pre 7.00 in my opinion. Except I kind of felt like he was run better as a core than as a support, so interested to see how he does make use of it here. Drop the rock, as we do say, for Warlock. Quite a bit can be done here in the bot lane. Nice little initiation coming out right now. Cypress Rock coming on down. Sunstrike gonna fail in the process. Mimikyu can do it again, try and get out of it, but it's most definitely 2 down on the side of high. And yeah, nice turn on Deca Portal though. Can you get a bounce move? That's about it. That's all that's happening for HiVe right now. And we're starting to see the scoreline being evened out with a 6-8. Net worth chart still top currently by HiVe, but not by much.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Looks like Dire fortified their structures.
Man, oh man, Mr. Atticus the Cube, the Omni Knight himself, just pushing up the lane solo.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Oh, we're about to see a fight bot. Tier 1 gonna go down.
Dire's bottom tower always did get
So that's taking a lot of damage. Dagger Pro will probably gonna get a pick up here, and there's a nice little skill coming up from the way on the Cypher.
Where did Radiant's middle tower go?
Jarek actually gonna get a tier 1 in the process of this. Pretty nice. He does have an armlet. I'm pretty happy about that. Probably about an 8-minute armlet. Of course, I did not know when he got that. So that's pretty decent, considering the fact that I believe he did die once mid.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Selfish.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, nice little rotation going out of here, and that's a Lexi pop and dead. This tier 1 most definitely fall here in the bot lane. So this is nice potential from the way of HiVe. It's kind of exactly what they need. They're putting that push strat to work. Juggernaut and Dragon Knight, both amazing push heroes. Especially really good up against the team, actually. Being able to avoid damage, and that's Duke going to be a free kill with that tower. It's a 2-for-1 special, ladies and gentlemen. 1 Warlock, 1 tower. Lovely.
Dire have fortified their structures.
Coming into a secret shop near you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We're seeing some nice little pushes coming out. Well, it looks for Juggernaut looking to build the Scotty. No, I was supposed to put something else there. Okay, he's going for Amanda style. Oh, I think I know what's happening. He's clicking through things. Yeah. There's probably gonna be another tier 1 gonna go down here in the top lane. For some reason my camera decided to dive bomb upward. No idea why that happened. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually using a camera command type set since I have issues with my middle mouse button, so I can't really use that to do smooth camera drag unless, by the way, most of the Dagger Portal could be truly totally dead here in the top one. There's a charge from the way out of the centaur, and it's, yeah, likely the Dagger Portal is going to try and ult it, trying to get out of this, and ooh, heal coming out from the way of Winter Wyvern. Could actually save Dagger Portal's life at this point, but there's a nice little double edge coming out, and that's the end of the Juggernaut. Juggernaut gets overextended just a little too far. If he had 1 support or 2 supports with him, he would have been saved. Rock going to be dropped by Warlock. Nice little sunset going to connect right on the way out. And then Linky, beautiful ulti going on that. But Taki and Frost are going to use double edge on that, those targets that cannot really take damage from any enemies. So, yeah. But ultimately, he'll redeem himself by getting a nice little kill right there on the way of Cypher's Attic. The Cube could be in serious trouble. Hit actually going to land right off the repel does weaken and Loa on the killing spree at the point. Really good for this side. But Dragon Knight, Jarek, the man himself, pushing down the mid tier 2. More than half HP dealt. Fairly significant.
Don't mind if I do.
Worker really coming up nicely on the network charts at this point. Their armlet being picked up by the Lifestealer himself, so this is pretty good. They're really pulling back right into the game on the side of such Dota, but I'm still leading out with the network.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Time.
Ooh, we're in fire here. Dagger Portal in serious trouble. Just gonna TP right on out. Man, that was kind of lackluster.
All wands will break.
another centaur already coming out, and level 3 man stun. Target beautiful put right here, and there your fellows come on out. Malinky actually still needs to survive that beautiful fountain with that trying to save them. And at the same time, Derek just taking a nice little casual tier 2 right there mid. Mega Portal going to do an Amish that's right on the attack and a spin right on top of Alexis level 1, who's currently being healed on himself, and he's going to melt in the process. So that could have gone way better for the side of Such Dota and Jarek, just pushing down this tier 3, just you know, 60 minute tier 3 take.
Double kill.
Man oh man, what a juke. What a juke. Oh, I was actually, that was beautiful. This is quite some teamwork I'm seeing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Where did Radiant's middle tower go?
Oh, beautiful rock being dropped. Cypress is serious trouble jumping on it. Gonna save. Ooh. Beautiful pressing on up. Again, we have to come to play. Get powerful damage in the purification. Actually, end them in the process. Dragon Portal still alive. Dragon Knight still does not have Dragon form though, but they're looking to take these this cabbage that are actually get fantastic combo coming out. A lot of trouble right then and there. Juggernaut and both of them are gonna fall in the process. Jarek and the Shadow Blade out. And Alex the Cube probably, yeah, actually he's gonna live in the process.
Radiant's top tower has looked better. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Hey, shooting right here on Jarek. Let's see what he does with it. 18 Agnes pick up on the board, but that's pretty impressive. Jarek actually doing right on here on the legs level 1. Not gonna get it in the end. Nice little healing coming out, Cole and Bresnik saving. Sunstrike, I'm just gonna get him from Jarek. Jarek actually gonna fall for that. Beautiful. Aloha, soaking up the majority of level low Juggernaut on this lad. Well, he's looking to get his way out of there. Cypress and Jerry currently both down. Dagger Portal in retreat. Rance, Duke, Aloha, and Taki all looking to push down the middle.
Fear nothing.
Oh. My camera. Weird. Actually, they're choosing the farm over push. It's okay. Ooh, 19-minute Guardian Reef pickup. Goodness me, that's fantastic. That's incredible, actually.
You won't be seeing me around.
Whoa, smoke being popped here. Hello, I could mean serious trouble here. Yeah, there's definitely that. Beautiful, beautiful purple right in that country. Confirm it out. Let's him pop it ultimate to get his way out. And Juggernaut can be hit with a Winchester. Jarek still has ulti ready. Duke could be the end here. Looking for it on the rock. Beautiful 4-man stun with the rock. Malinky getting attacked. Not, unfortunately, not going to get in the way of that Guardian Angel. And with buyback coming up from the way of Aloha. Rance. Yeah, it's a little dead. Just a little bit. No buyback ready. Oh, he does. Jarek being disarmed. cool. Jared can walk over here with some distance, bottom up. Jared will move on his new face. They're going to throw a nice little tip, go back to the same spell. And Rance in pursuit of the dragon who is currently under the effect of full promise, going to heal us a little bit while in that ulti form. Juggernaut doing what he can.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Let's turn into 5v5 once again. Let's see if they push tier 2 bot.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's
Looks like they
bottom
want to.
tower. Radiant's bottom tower's got problems. Radiant fortified their structure.
Oh, a huge rotation come on in. Gonna pick up Cypher's right then, and there's Sunstrike gonna land on that. Jarek in pursuit of the Centaur. Centaur is taking a fair amount out. Tornado is coming out to save the Centaur right then. Now, ulti gonna pop. That guy Portal's gonna TP out while repelling, and Linky not gonna be stopped by anything. Jarek looks to be dead actually. Nice little rotation going from the way of such Dota. Mega Portal is actually in for an Echo there. Interesting. I guess he's trying to increase his net DPS to push on towers. Makes sense. Interesting though. No Maelstrom or anything, no farming item, but then again, they're not looking. Either game, they weren't really looking for the end late game like farm fest type deal. Chinese Dota, what do you want to call it? Where the carries sort of farm out, run out nice and strong after farming for like 10 years, and then hopefully they can fight the other team. That's not really what you're seeing anymore. You're seeing a lot more fighting going on. You're seeing a lot more towers being pushed, and then Aloha. Ooh. Well, he's dead. Let's see what happens here. Nice little pickoff could open up a rat take actually. Top of the net worth charts being all from the side of HiVe. Pretty ideal. Ulti ready here for the way of Jared. And he's gonna start using those racks.
Are under attack.
Rock gonna be dropped. Nice 3-man rock and that. Jarek does not care. He's gonna be keeping those racks. Oh my goodness me. He's gonna care a little more. Getting around with that ulti going the way. It's time to like be in pursuit of the way of Jarek. Jarek gonna be rid of that, and there's the Winter Surgeon coming out, gonna end the way of Cypher. Cypher's not doing too great. Beautiful ulti though coming up from the way of that guy Portal gonna be stopped there by Alex001. But Alex the Q gonna make a nice little turn around. Aloha gonna spawn right in there. Duke taking a fair amount of damage, actually off in the process, actually getting a beautiful stun. That guy Portal taking a lot of damage. Jarek still doing okay, taking a lot of the repel, gonna save up just one more. A missed Sunstrike, not gonna do too much, gonna be working in the favor of HiVe, and they're gonna look to retreat, I'd imagine. Not too much HP on their side. Mega Portal taking as much damage as humanly possible instead. Aloha being run down and dead here actually. Ooh, not ideal for Mega Portal. Could happen. One range track taking so far.
Double damage.
And the Roach can be taken. This is pretty good. Pretty good players, I believe. Sunstrike actually had to show this Roach taking. So they're going to have to try to take it through the bottle. They're going down pretty fast actually, so they should be able to get it before the test can come out. Lucky though, looking to blink in the sun. Beautiful blink stun gonna land on 3 rounds. Juggernaut most definitely a lot further than trying to spin on Roach. Just so low. Rance though actually gonna die in the process likely. Back and forth, we're going to keep hitting that Roach, and that's Roach going to pull in favor of the Dire. The rating going to pick up right down the way of Jarek. Back and forth, we're going to be healed up by the way. Cypher's going to try and get way out of Jarek, though, on the short screen now. Going to be doing so well at this point. And actually, Omen's going to lose Aegis. Juggernaut's going to fall in the process. Pulse Bomb's going to be enough to save Aloha going right there with the nice little Ghost Wolf. We followed up by an extra sentry. Going to get a double kill in the process. Atticus the Cube in pursuit, gonna look to kill him. Purification gonna end it right then and they're pretty simple, not too much. That's the one man left. That was Aegis drop, 3 down, not ideal. Light's living on the way and nice little creep.
Middle barracks.
The barracks though taking a lot of damage here mid.
Top tower is under
attack.
attack.
Jarek looking to rotate right into the base. There is a sentry to spot him out though. Jarek actually going in favor of Maelstrom. I kind of like this. It's interesting. Nice wave clear. Would come up from the Invoker. The Invoker's doing pretty well in the item progression. I mean, he did go for the Midas in the mid lane. Kind of makes sense. The only way to really keep him into the game. But the 2 top 3 cores there's nowhere are still on the side of HiVe. And, well, as long as they can see it inside of such though, they look at the items, so on and so forth, they look at the progression. They can tell they're slightly behind on the net worth, and they're behind on the tower game. I mean, they can sort of pick up on that. So, they
Dire's middle tower.
They just need to hold out the late game. I think they can manage if they do get there. Take our board looking to push the top lane. Rotation's coming out from the side of such. Let's see what they do. Is tier 2 the only remaining tier 2 for the side of such Dota? Fails like on the way of Taki, and this is going to end most likely. Also, Centaur ulti going to come up, but it is defensive, so that means they can't really go back and fight with it. And a huge double edge on the Jug Illusion is going to bring his AP even lower. So it's not ideal. He's probably a tier 2, at least a tier 2. The Winter's Curse looking to be jump skipping away as the like level 1. They're going to go right up and then they're going to spit on him. The Winter's Curse is catch right there, but he's going to die in the process. Not too much being done. Jarek going to pick up Juke. Juke as a result as well. Jarek in pursuit is going to chase down Taki just a tad and deal the damage he can. Buyback coming up the way of like level 1, but it has no Winter's Curse to bring into that. So it's kind of surprised why he pulled back. Not really sure. Yeah. This tier 3 taking a fair amount of damage. Beautiful punches away and Taki, but he's taking a lot of damage. Goodness me, beautiful also away. I'm slash in the process. Gonna head it out, they're gonna get down Taki right in there. Buyback coming from the way of Cento. And Alexi who chase down. Ooh. Buyback on the way of the life stealer. Alexi level 1 gonna need to have a dive back to actually technically the lift is held up by the false promise. And this is definitely a set of rats coming down. Rats. Back in the dieback as well. Goodness me, that's 2 diebacks already. This could be game right here. That's 2 sets of racks down already. It's only been 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a 3,000 gold. I don't know how they can come back from this inside such. So they're looking for megas right away. They don't have anything to really contest. There's no Winter's Curse. Throw things, the sun, so on and so forth. But Jerry might be the only one who's gonna die here. Actually, he's saved as well. Beautiful rockets gonna land on 4 of them. Goodness me, that guy probably taking quite a few damage, but not anything compared to the way the Cypher's beautiful Jarek gonna drop a nice little ulti attack to take a fair amount of damage. And there's the Winter's Curse gonna come on right in as the Winter Wyvern does return. That Warlock turning out that clean, but not really doing it too well. Duke's gonna fall in the process as well. Lizzie did manage to drop the rock before he did fall. And this also is gonna be megas. Yeah, they actually can't prepare for this inside of such Dota. And I'm assuming a GG goal should enough. Tired of the old here. right here on the Juggernaut. And I'm just gonna go straight for start. Nothing else can really be done at this point. We're just gonna enjoy it. Ooh, attitude. You're gonna get a beautiful nice purification go right then and there on the dragon before you can react to a nice little Winters or Cold Embrace. This tier 4, taking fair amount of damage. Dragon form is losing dragon form. Does a lot of damage towers. And yeah, this looks to be thrown into the game. Jared taking a fair amount of damage here. Nope. Taki gonna die as well. Goodness me, there's nothing that can defend it. This is
Where
game.
did Radiant's middle tower go? Radiant's ancient. Unstoppable!
There's a GG Pokemon inside of such so the other costumes on Jack. I've been talking about my ever so lovely streamer man by the name of Light Ray. Nice to see him right away. I'll be to show him some love, show KO Tech some love. And I'm your costumes of Jack. If you enjoyed this, so I guess we're 1 in a million. And this has been the first best of 3 series between Such Dota and HiVe, going in favor of HiVe Entropy, and they will move forward in the Emerald Cup qualifier Genesis.